But the biggest of shout outs to Traditional Grace, who redeemed these 10,000 channel points. Throttle, thank you for the hat on. Bug, thank you for the hat off. And Throttle, thank you for the hat on. And Bug, thank you for the hat off. But Grace, thank you so much for all of your continued support in watching streams, collecting your channel points in order to get me to try these coffees. And Mother, yes, this is going to be a wonderful cup of coffee for my palate and my likes and everything. But Grace is probably my number one coffee trier, or not coffee trier, but coffee redeemer. So thank you for everything you do for me, dear. But this roast rate today is by Neighbor's Coffee. It is a dark roast hazelnut. Your bag. Taste notes of hazelnut, French vanilla cream, and it is a dark roast. This is going to be delightful. Hazelnut is probably one of my favorite flavors. You can tell that. You hear that, Bug? You hear it? Oh. But you can tell that these are flavor infused. Because they are hella shiny. But they are also super, super dark. This is going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. Nice.
Oh, that is it. I am rubber and you are fat.
Put the hat back on, bro.
Touch my hat.
But your coffee in itself, look at that bad boy. Can't even see. Oh, I apologize. I did it backwards. Thank you, Throttle, for the hat off. And then for the hat on. I apologize. But can't even see through it. This is going to be fantastic. Love me a dark roast. It is so... They're so good. But with the flavor infused, I imagine that the acidity is not going to be too bad, just because when you get the yay beans. But when you get these flavor infused coffees, they do tend to be sweeter. It's such a cute little cup. But the smell of hazelnut is just so strong. All right. Anyway, cheers. Ooh. Oh, that's surprising. So, the hazelnut does not cover all the acidity. That surprises the hell out of me. That is a very bitter cup of coffee. It's definitely, you can tell that it's a very dark roast. In all reality, the hazelnut is just a sad. Well, why is that sad? That's fantastic. The hazelnut's almost like an afterthought.
That is it. I am rubber and you
Thank you
are
for the hat
fat.
off, Throttle.
Don't you dare touch
Make
my
sure to pay
hat.
attention that time. But it's almost like an afterthought. Thank you for the hat back on there. Very bitter is sad. I disagree. It's I've always enjoyed the dark, and that's why I've always been a huge dark roast fan too. Something about the bitterness of coffee just really does it for me. It's something that I've always enjoyed, and especially very bitter. No. How could you guys not? Why not? Shh. Whatever. But no, the hazelnut's there the entire time. but it is for sure very bitter. That does knock it down some pegs, if I'm being honest. It kills your everything kills your stomach, Nelly. Everything kills your stomach. But it's because I do like it, but it definitely, there's a little bit of the burnt taste, but it's still really good. The hazelnut does not cover up all of the, you know, your acidity. It doesn't cover up the burnt taste. It doesn't cover up, but it's something I really do enjoy. Now, but that being said, that's not something I'm looking for constant. You know what I mean? I don't agree with the smooth finish. It's not a terrible finish, but I would not. I mean, that is also a byproduct of the coffee, Nelly. But it's not it's not like knock your socks off. It makes you do a double take for that dark roast flavor, just because, like I said, I was 100% expecting this to be super sweet, you know, the hazelnut taking over. Just because hazelnut is a very strong flavor. But it's a nice balance between, so especially if you guys are like me and you do like a bitter cup of coffee, you do like a dark roast, it is a nice complement of your bitter tones, your acidity. And then, so if in order to minimize those, it minimizes it without taking it out, which is incredible. It is quite it's quite the not capability. It's quite the flavor profile. Because like I've talked about before with these, you have a lot of these flavor infused coffees that it's just the syrup is just so sweet that the coffee flavor is just second thought. It's gone. This has the coffee flavor as their main focus with a nice subtlety of the hazelnut behind it. It's really good. It's a really incredible, like I said, something I wasn't even expecting. That being said, I am probably going to give it a 9 because it's not like crazy good. You know what I mean? Grace, I thought you had a freebie here. 9 out of 10 for sure. It's just, that being said, I see what you said. I see what you did there. It's really interesting combination. I just feel like it could be better. But Grace, as always, thank you so much for everything that you do for me. As much crap as you give me, and I give right back to you. I appreciate everything you do for me, all the support you give me, girl. You are amazing, and I appreciate everything you do. But as I said, 9 out of 10. A very nice bitter cup of coffee with some undertones of your hazelnut, and okay, it complements each other quite nicely. But that is your roast rate. I hope you enjoyed, and let's get back to the game. I know it's a short one, but not oh my, but not a lot to talk about because it's just all hazelnut.